Hi, I'm Emma Sutherland, clinical naturopath, author, mum, and your host. Now, financial health is just as important as physical health. In this special series for teenagers, I'm sharing everything I wish I knew about money when I was a teenager. Today, we're diving into one of the most powerful tools you'll ever learn about money: compound interest. Teens, if you want to improve your financial health, watch to the end. This is my all-time favorite money strategy. Now imagine planting a tiny seed. At first, it doesn't look like much, but if you water it, it grows into a tree that gives you fruit year after year. That's exactly how compounding works with money. Compounding means your money earns interest, and then that interest earns interest too. Over time, it snowballs and grows. Compounding interest is the single most powerful tool to get rich. So do not underestimate how important compounding is to reach not just financial stability, but financial independence, which is where you don't have to work anymore. Imagine only working because you want to, not because you have to. The earlier you start saving and investing, the more compounding interest you'll generate. So time really is your leverage as a teen. You have something so valuable, and if you play it right, you're guaranteed to get rich. Time does the heavy lifting in compounding instead of you. Time is your superpower. Let me walk you through some examples of how compounding interest is the best way to get rich. Example number 1. The $10 weekly saver. Let's say you're 15 years old. You decide to put away just $10 a week into a savings account earning 5% annual interest. In year 1, you'll save $520. With interest, it's a little more. In 10 years, when you're 25, that $10 a week has grown to about $6,700. In 20 years, when you're 35, that is about $17,600. In that 20 years, you've saved only $10,400 of that money. A whopping $6,794 is given to you through compound interest. Second example is starting early versus starting late. Two friends, Mia and Jack, both want to save for the future. They both choose to invest in shares, and they get a 7% return on average. That just means their money grows by 7% each year. It's like planting a money tree. Each year the tree grows a bit taller, and the next year it grows even more because it's taller than it was. The earlier you plant it, the bigger the tree gets. So Mia starts at 15. She saves $20 a week until she's 25 years of age. But then she stops. She saves for a total of 10 years. Jack waits until he's 25 years old to start, and he also saves $20 a week until he's 65. So he saves for 40 years in total. Let's play a little game here. Who has more at retirement? Let me give you a minute to think about it. I want you to write down the name, Mia or Jack, who has the most money when they both retire. Mia ends up with more because she gave her money time to grow. Mia contributed only $10,400 of her own money in total, but ends up with around $228,000 at the age of 65. Jack contributed $41,600 of his own money in total, but ends up with about $213,000 at the age of 65. Time is your biggest superpower when it comes to compounding. The third example, I'm calling stay the course. Let's assume you start investing at the age of 13. Let's be really optimistic. You have an initial investment of $9,000. Maybe this is birthday money you've saved up, or perhaps your parents have been just saving away on the side for you. You invest the $9,000. You add $5,000 every single year, starting in the year 2026. The annual return is 10%, which means simply that your money grows by 10% every year. And you continue to invest $5,000 every year for the next 50 years. So let's play another game. How many years is it going to take until you have $1 million? You might be tempted to work out how many $5,000 units or parcels are in $1 million. Well, that's 200. So will it take you 200 years to get to 1 million? Let me give you a minute to think about this and come up with an answer. How many years until you have $1 million? So the answer is by the year 2056, you will hit $1 million in that account. It will take you 30 years and you will be 43 years of age. Now, my question here is how long until you hit $2 million in that account? Let's play a game. How long is it going to take? Let me give you a minute to have a think about it and give me a guess. So in just 8 years later, in 2063, at the age of 51, that account will hit $2 million. So while it takes 30 years to reach your first million, it only takes 8 years to hit your second million. Then you reach 3 million at the age of 55, meaning it only takes 4 years to make that $1 million. You get to each $1 million in a shorter time frame due to the effect of compounding interest. It is simply mind-blowing. At the age of 62, you are looking at a balance of $6,342,000 in that account. Of that, you have actually only invested $245,000 of your own. And an incredible $6 million comes from the power of compound interest. You would be absolutely crazy not to do this strategy because you're guaranteed to get rich. That was investing $5,000 a year every single year. And look at what compounding interest gives you. Millions of dollars. Starting young and staying the course means you are absolutely guaranteed to be a multimillionaire without doing all the heavy lifting yourself. Compound interest is doing the majority of the work. It's your biggest superpower as a teen. You have that time. Now, next steps. I want you to go to the compounding interest calculator on the Money Smart website and play around with different scenarios. I'll put the link in the show notes below. What happens if you wait until 21 years of age to start investing? What difference will that make to the outcome? Perhaps you have a goal of being a millionaire by the age of 30. So how much you need to invest each year to hit that goal? Have a play with it. It's completely inspiring and will really get your financial literacy way up there. Now, where can you access compounding in real life? Well, you could put your money in a high-interest savings account. Some banks actually offer teen-friendly accounts with some bonus interest because you're teens. You could also use micro-investing apps like ComSec Pocket so that you can invest small amounts in shares and start building that share portfolio. Then you could also invest your money in your superannuation. Yes, even your super compounds over decades. Every dollar you invest into your super now makes a very big difference later on. Your challenge is open a savings account if you don't already have one. Start with as little as saving $10 a week. Use a compound interest calculator. Don't forget it's in the show notes below, the link directly to it, and see how much your money could grow to by the time you're 30 or 40 or even 50. Now, congratulations, you now have the full financial literacy toolkit. You understand pay, you know how to protect your credit, you know how to smart budget, and you know how to start investing. Use it widely and your future self will thank you. Now, don't forget, compounding is like a secret superpower for your money. The earlier you start, the bigger the results. Teens, your challenge is to take action today. Plant that seed and let your money tree grow. If you found this helpful, Hit like, subscribe, and share this with a friend who needs to hear it. Don't forget to check the links below for resources to start your compounding journey.